Howdy folks, welcome back to Danganronpa 2. We are going to be finishing up the second trial today. This piece of VOD is probably just going to last right up until we do the comic book thing, depending on how long it is. The first trial was pretty long, like both halves of the trial like composed pretty good length videos, so I'm assuming this one's going to be the same. Additionally, I have some yapping to do up front, because last time, as I was kind of talking about who I thought did it, Pekka was very high on my list, and she still is. There's no explicit evidence that really points to her, but just I've noticed a couple other weird, not even necessarily inconsistencies, but just a couple things from Chapter 2 as I've been watching a couple other Let's Plays. Number one, in the library, when Sonia first told us about Sparkling Justice, Pekka was there. She was the only other person in the library who overheard everything, so she would know that she could at least spawn a little confusion. Even if, I mean, my theory is that Mahiru is the Sparkling Justice, but even if she's not, Pekka would at least know that she could drop a mask on the crime scene to at least stir up a little bit of confusion. Number two, when everyone was parading in their swimsuits, noticeably, Pekka was the only one who they showed twice, as well as there was a small detail of her reaching up and like, it looked like she was tying the bow on her her little sword case that she wears on her back. There'd be no reason for her to have her sword out or anything, but the fact that they showed that twice and it seemed to be in a weird position, the biggest thing that's been bothering me is I can't figure out how she got out of the beach house, right? But part of me is wondering, like, I don't know what a kendo sword looks like compared to like just like a fencing épée or a rapier or whatever they use. But I'm wondering if she like possibly used it to like stand on and kind of hoist herself up, and then kind of like picked it back up through the window and like just stuck it back in and had to like retie it as she was walking back to the cafe. But just two really small things about Pekko I noticed. I know I'm probably coping and I'm probably just trying way too hard to pin it on her. But regardless, let us continue on with the trial. And I love also here that Ibuki's not even saying, now that we all believe Hiyoko, we've just decided collectively that we're going to do so. So let us continue, and I'll stop talking as they all will.
If the killer was luring Hiyoko into a trap, then something that was used there might be a clue.
Maybe.
Do you mean the letter?
No, it was probably the gummy.
I mean, that was the biggest thing of evidence, that it just happened to not be hers. That was really lucky that it wasn't, because that was kind of one of the biggest pieces of evidence to support that it wasn't I mean, I guess also the fact she didn't have any blood on her, but still.
Huh? Candy can be a clue?
Hey, when you woke up, was the gummy already there?
Would she have noticed? I don't think she would have noticed. Ew, I don't eat floor gummies, excuse me.
Now that you mention it, I feel like it wasn't.
Interesting.
Just as I thought.
Just as you thought?
If the killer planted evidence while Hiyoko was there, she would have thrown it away if she found it.
I mean, I guess. I mean, also, if I'm waking up, if I've just been like drugged and put to sleep, I'm not like thinking like, let me check my surroundings immediately. I'm like, let me get the fuck out of here, right? That's what I'm thinking immediately. Also, I feel like I had another Oh, the fact that we haven't had a Hangman's Gambit yet in this trial makes me very, very scared for this back half, because I am not prepared.
Which means the gummy was placed inside the closet after Hiyoko fled from the beach house?
The killer returned to the scene of the crime after I left?
Or they never left if they were hiding in the bathroom.
They wouldn't have to do something that troublesome as long as they hid somewhere within the beach house.
That's impossible! There's nowhere to hide!
The shower room, I mean, you wouldn't... If you see a dead body, you're not going to run into the shower room, right?
I even glanced inside the shower room as I was running away, but there was nobody there.
Never mind. Never mind. Fuck me, I guess.
Then, does that mean the killer came back?
I wonder.
Hiyoko, you know, for all the shit we give her about being a terrible character, she's very observant, apparently. She do keep track of her surroundings.
At any rate, the solution to that problem is connected to what really happened. That's what I think.
Oh god, we're about to jump into a Hangman's Gambit right here, and I just am not gonna have any idea what to present. What? No, that's not what I'm thinking. I barely even want to play one of the older games. I want to play an old game. Is that what you're thinking? If so, we've prepared the perfect product for you. It's called Danganronpa 3. Also, I didn't notice this as I was playing through, but Teru's like X on his face is a fork and a knife. You know, it's just obviously it's something that the developers like, you know, let's have a little fun with this one. You know, if it is Peko, it might be two swords crossing out her face, right? You will dive into your own brain and logically oh, this is logic dive. I've seen that a couple abilities reference this, but it wasn't in the first trial. Dive into your own brain and logically discern the mysterious answer from several questions. It's called logic dive. Control a version of yourself created from an image within your brain. Oh, we'll see what Hajime really thinks about himself, I guess. Your task is to reach the goal, the final destination of the Synapse course. Yo, this is turning into an auto runner. You can move sideways with the mouse and accelerate with... Oh, God. Why can't I move sideways with WASD? They really spiced it up in this one. Yeah, I guess so. All right. Accelerate is control. So I guess I'm just going to keep one finger on control. Right mouse button to brake. Left mouse to jump. Oh, God. This is going to be a runner. There will be various obstacles you encounter. Please make sure you're familiar with the controls. Oh, God. You'll take damage every time you fall into a gap or bump into walls. There'll be branching questions in the course. The answers split into different paths, so please proceed down the path of the answer you think is correct. Ah. Branching questions will appear several times in one course. Be careful. Oh, I thought this was about to say I highly recommend you make good use of the save. Granted, I haven't done anything since I loaded, so I can always load up, right? I'll try to have fun. This might be a really important problem. If the killer tampered with the evidence after Hiyoko ran away from the beach house, when did the killer arrive and depart from the beach house? Think. If I just focus and think about it, I'm sure I'll be able to find the answer. Oh, I hope this doesn't point to Sonia with the wetsuit. Oh, God. It looks like, what is it, Rez? Oh, my God. Okay. Let's accelerate a little bit. All right. That's a boost. Well, this is interesting, at least. I don't hate it. But at the same time, it feels very out of place. It did say to... Oh, God. When did the killer arrive? After Hiyoko arrived? I mean, that's what we're pointing at here, right? I fall straight into a hole and just die. Oh, God. I did. All right, before. I like how I'm on a surfboard. Yo, if he's like the ultimate snowboarder. Okay, before Hiyoko arrived. I mean, I guess that makes sense. They would have to be there to drug her, right? Question 2. When did the killer leave the beach house? When did the killer leave the beach house? Well, if that's what we're going with, after Hiyoko left, then... Okay. Oh, yo, he actually, like... Okay, alright. Fuck. That's fine. Oh, God, I just realized I have life. Okay, you auto-jump when you hit those. I thought I had to jump. I don't hate this one, but it feels very out of place, like I said. Where was the killer hiding while Hiyoko was unconscious? Beach house or the beach? The beach. They could have climbed in through the bathroom window, right? Fuck! Yo, am I just bad at this? I mean, at least it's not like... At least you can't get all the way to the end of a path and then it makes you restart, right? Like, yes, I've taken damage, but I've gotten literally every one of these wrong. Before Hiyoko arrived... Oh, okay.
It's all coming together.
I feel like I got nothing from that.
Do you think the killer might have been hiding?
I like how we pretty much determined. Hiyoko said, I woke up in the closet. I checked the shower room. Unless they're going to say, on the roof. And then they climbed in through the window after they saw Hiyoko run by.
You spent all that time thinking just to say something so pointless. How disappointing.
I kind of agree with Hiyoko here.
Didn't I just say there was nowhere to hide? Do I have to explain it in another language so you can understand?
Her personality got a hell of a lot more forceful once she stopped being a suspect.
No. There should have been a place for them to hide. A place you didn't look, Hiyoko.
On the roof.
What are you saying? Stop being annoying or I'm gonna make Akane bop you on the head and shut you up for good.
Oh, that's horrifying, actually, because every time she threatens to bop us on the head, I don't get scared, but if she brings Akane into the picture, I'm good, I'll stop. Watch us dive right into... Hajime's probably gonna be like, I'm so close, but I can't quite get there. Then we jump right into a Hangman's Gambit. It's on the roof. I need to answer by any means. Place where the killer is hiding. The place where Hiyoko hasn't looked is in the trash can.
Crap!
Ah, I thought that would be the roof. I mean, technically, Hiyoko didn't look... She could have been far... Oh, God, if that points to Sonya, like, because there were wetsuits in there, she could have been, like, put something over her head and hid in, like, a wetsuit in the corner, right?
Here!
Oh, God, it is the closet.
The killer was probably hiding in the closet.
I really hope that doesn't mean it was Sonya.
The closet? That's where I was locked up.
After you woke up, you said you rushed out of there, right?
You know, after she checked her surroundings carefully and found the gummy, or I guess, no, she didn't find the gummy. It wasn't there, but she apparently looked around enough to know that there wasn't a floor gummy in there.
Then you probably didn't look inside the closet very carefully.
But could two people even hide in such a small place? And without Hiyoko knowing?
That's why the killer made sure to arrange a hiding place.
Weren't these, like... Did we say under the raft or up here? Yeah, Peko did immediately jump into dispute.
Crap!
Oh.
Crap! Crap! Crap!
I'm like not even trying here because they were hiding in the cooler.
Crap!
I literally don't... Am I missing something here? Am I dumb? Or do I have to be really specific with where I click?
Here!
Oh my God, I did have to be really specific.
What about the surfboard case in the closet? I'm pretty sure they could have hidden in there.
I'm also kind of annoyed because the closet was like the thing we explored the least. Like I definitely clicked around in there and Hajime was like, there's a lot of bullshit in here, to the point where I just didn't even remember what was in there. Also, I probably should have noted the fact that he was saying, if I don't be specific where on this shelf, which should have led me to believe I should just click everywhere on that shelf. But I also didn't remember what everything was on that shelf. Whatever.
Huh? Inside the surfboard case?
I'm getting annoyed at this one already.
But the shelf it was on, it was pretty messy, don't you think?
This is kind of a little clown shoes.
2 surfboards were stacked on the top shelf. And there were surfboards that weren't even in a case. The killer probably did that on purpose to secure a hiding place. Because we haven't been on this island that long.
That surfboard
So the
case looks
closet
like...
shouldn't have been that messy, I think.
That surfboard case looks like an MF casserole dish.
Then, the killer was close to me during that time?
All right, now I've drugged Hiyoko. Now let me just slip into this tiny, tight little surfboard case and just wait. Well, at least we know everyone's flat on the side, so they can just like slip in there like Paper Mario or something.
Yeah, they were quietly holding their breath and hiding very close to you.
It's kind of like in for a penny, in for a pound, so to speak.
What? Also, Hiyoko drooling while she sleeps. Yeah, look how uncomfortable that looks. It's like, well, fuck, I'm gonna be here for an hour, I guess.
Don't you mean it's always darkest under the lighthouse?
I shouldn't say things I don't understand, like, so to speak.
Never change, Ibuki.
Anyway, the killer hid silently, and after making sure Hiyoko left, they finally left the surfboard case.
I agree with that as well.
Oh, sure. I thought you didn't know anything about this murder, Nagito.
Seriously, nobody asked what you think.
There's no way the killer would leave Hiyoko by herself if they were trying to frame her.
And they were whispering subliminally, rush out, rush out, rush out. I can't breathe. I need to get out of here.
If Hiyoko was left alone and ruined the evidence the killer had planted, it would have messed up their plan. Instead, it makes more sense to think that the killer was hiding in the beach house, watching Hiyoko.
Thanks, Nagito.
Saying whatever you want, even if you didn't ask. All right, if you don't want to friggin' get punched, just stand still and let me punch ya!
Damn.
Oh, you shut up. Then, grit your teeth.
Sorry, Akane. It's not like that.
I haven't developed that fetish yet.
Hey, Monokuma. Can I ask you about something that seems strange to me?
Oh, did Monokuma wake up? Wasn't Monokuma asleep earlier? Or is that the first case?
I believe Prince Shotoku was from the future. A man from the future is always directing the flow of his...
I'll listen to your story about men from the future some other time.
I didn't even mean to interrupt Monokuma. I was just really confused and then my finger slipped. I feel like a Buki right here.
As I recall, the body discovery announcement is made
Yes,
when 3
okay.
or more people discover a body, right?
That was like one of the first things that I clocked right here. I knew it had to be the killer and then Hiyoko and then Kazuichi.
Is the killer also included among those 3 or more people?
That's what I was assuming. I went this whole time assuming that. Unless the killer sets a trap somewhere and it kills somebody and they haven't specifically seen the body, right?
Yeah, that's true, but, well, something like that is basically what it's supposed to be.
Oh, Monokuma's unsure?
You don't sound very articulate.
I'm with Nagito now.
Jeez, you're pretty annoying for noticing something like that.
It was the first thing I said after the murder happened.
I know it sounds like an excuse, but the body discovery announcement isn't supposed to be used for deduction.
But you can in this specific case, though.
It's intended to create a fair trial. It's supposed to let everyone know a body has been found.
Oh, ooh, what if he changes the rule after this one to where it's after one person finds the body who's not the killer?
So you're saying it's unfortunate that I used it for deduction? I understand your excuse, but depending on who actually found the body, it's possible that your 3 or more people rule could be deadly.
Yeah. Ooh, this is interesting that this actually came up because I immediately went to like clear Hiyoko and Kazuichi from this.
Well, as long as I keep things ambiguous, I can respond to situations with some flexibility.
What if he just straight up stops doing the body found announcements and said, you fuckers just figure it out for yourselves. Go tell each other.
Flexibility, huh? So what about this time? Is it 3 people including the killer or not?
Jeez, fine. You want me to say it? It doesn't include the killer this time, okay? All done.
Ooh, that just threw me on my head here.
Which means 3 people other than the killer discovered Mahiru's body.
Who else?
What's wrong with that?
Because it doesn't make sense.
Nothing. I just thought it was somewhat strange. More importantly, let's get back to our original topic.
Ooh.
You're the one who went on a tangent.
No, this is important.
We were just saying the killer was hiding in the surfboard case, right?
I'm like thrown for a loop here.
And after Hiyoko ran away, the killer got to enjoy the simple life of destroying evidence.
Oh, such a simple life.
However, before we proceed any further, there's something we have to make clear.
Also, if Jum P were to find a body, would that count as Gundam by proxy? Or if 3 of his Dark Devas of Destruction all found a body, would that count as 3 different people finding the body?
The killer blocked the roadside door with Mahiru's body before Hiyoko ran away. But what about the blood?
Now that you mention it, that mystery hasn't been solved yet.
It's going to be all right. If you guys have come this far, I'm sure you can discover that answer too.
What was my initial theory is that Mahiru bopped Hiyoko with the bopped Akane with the baseball bat and Akane dipped because she's such a beast it didn't like kill her or knock her out.
Now, let's start the argument, shall we?
The final feature in Nonstop Debates. Oh, is this where I can like grab somebody's thing and then present it at another piece of evidence? Yeah. Okay. I remember this from the first game. If you don't seem to have the answer to a lie or a mistake in your available truth bullets. Yep. Well, this definitely makes things a little more tricky. These Nonstop Debates are tricky in this one. You will not be able to agree with anyone while you're using the truth flashback. All right, that's good to know. Okay. What do we got? Okay. Obviously, we're going to have to take somebody else's from this.
What did the killer do with the blood on their body?
They washed
Maybe
it off.
They simply washed it off.
Yep.
They couldn't use the shower, right?
Nope.
So washing it off would have been impossible.
Nope. All right. I'm going to have to
They
present
didn't
there.
have to use the shower.
Yep.
Oh, what about the wetsuits in the closet? Maybe they wore one when they moved the body.
No.
If they used something other than the shower.
What did they do with the bloody wetsuit?
I think that might be what I need.
They cut it up and floosh.
As someone who flushes their shit every morning, I can declare it would definitely clog the toilet.
Incredible.
Maybe it's the other way around.
Oh.
Perhaps someone other than the killer moved the body? Maybe they were able to wash it off.
Okay. I think it's
What did
other
the
than the
killer do
shower
with the
on
blood on their
Kazuichi,
body?
Maybe they simply washed
whatever
it off.
he said.
They couldn't use the shower, right? So washing it off would have been impossible.
Yeah.
No, that's wrong.
All right. We did it. I didn't take damage.
If they just needed to wash off the blood, they didn't necessarily have to use the shower.
Oh, I guess the water bottles could have counted too, right? Here I was thinking Peko because she was soaking wet, but she claims she was swimming in the ocean. I thought she could have made her way down to the water somehow and just washed it all off. But she could have like poured all the water bottles on herself because it was really only water that was missing, right?
They could have just as easily used something else.
Something other than the shower. Like what?
Fuyuhiko's really calmed down since he was shouting last time. The sea! Oh, technically...
I see.
I figure that's probably what they wanted me to do because we have
Drinks
trash
inside
can.
The refrigerator. Couldn't the killer have used those to wash off the blood?
Because we have trash can as a piece of evidence. And I was joking all last time when we were going to actually present that one. But here we are, I think.
I've seen through it.
Oh, Peko. Of course she's going to refute it, right?
In theory, but that's impossible.
Yo, hold on. Look at that pose of her, like, reaching back for her sword. That's pretty tight. I like that. Also, while I'm thinking about it, because I've been hurting for thumbnail pictures. So just in case it is her, let me just get a quick little one of these. So I can make sure to grab that as a potential thumbnail.
Why?
Try to remember the refrigerator carefully, and then you will understand that there's no possible way the drinks in the refrigerator were used.
Trash can, trash can. Trash can, trash can. She has a really good design.
It's true there were in the beach house refrigerator. However, try think one bottle wouldn't be enough to wash off the blood.
Fuck.
It's true there were in the beach house. However, try one bottle wouldn't be enough to wash off the blood.
I can't back down.
Oh, what the fuck? What the fuck was that?
It's true there were drinks in the beach house. However,
Am I supposed to know what that one was?
Bottle wouldn't be enough to wash off the blood.
It looked like it was click, right?
I can't back down.
Okay, I just have to mash click.
We can't assume they used just one drink. They could have used a bunch of them to wash it off.
Didn't I say it was impossible? There were no water bottles in the refrigerator.
There we go.
Allow me to cut through those words. There were water bottles inside the refrigerator.
Unless they add something else to these. I mean, they did without telling me. Unless they explained it in the first one. By the way, in a later trial, you have to mash the click button. Just like you mash that like button. Stupid. This is one of the easier of the kind of things they've added. Now that I kind of understand it better, it's usually pretty simple.
How many times do I have to tell you? There were no water bottles in there whatsoever.
That was after the incident, right?
Yep.
But before the incident, there were water bottles in the fridge. And the killer took all of those water bottles and used them to wash the blood off their body.
Okay, there goes my swimming in the ocean theory. But at the same time, she was still soaking wet.
So you're saying the water bottles were gone? Because they were all used? That's a logical
What's up,
fallacy.
Accusal?
It's not a fallacy. There should have been evidence inside the trash can. Evidence like a lot of thrown away plastic water bottles. Isn't that right, Chiaki?
Me as a gamer, I don't drink water. I only drink gamer subs. That's what that's called, right? That everyone's sponsored by.
Ah, you're right. These bottles look like they may have been filled with water.
Well, now that you mention it, when I went to the beach house a few days ago, I feel like I drank one of those plastic water bottles.
And then I drank another, and another, and another, oh geez, I drank all of them. And then I threw them all in the trash. And then Monami didn't take the trash out.
Huh? You should have said so sooner. Then, the plastic water bottles were used in place of a shower.
Dousing your body with lots of water bottles is such a simple and easy to understand explanation.
And now here we're starting to point towards Peko. Did I have an Oracle moment? I mean, it's still too soon to say, but still, hold on a sec. Now that I think about it, if they soak their entire body with a bunch of plastic water bottles, if they did that, that person would be... Oh, hold on. My skills are needed. This one's on tight. I got it. There we go. All right, don't spill any pickle juice on me. There we go. I'm strong. Oh yeah, I had to open something last time too, didn't I? The can.
It seems you've realized who the killer is.
I realized it a long time ago, Nagito. Thank you.
See? Just as I thought.
Hold on. You know who the killer is?
It'll be interesting if we just don't have a Hangman's Gambit this time.
Is that true?
Let me ask. Who might that be?
All right, we got to pick out of the lineup, huh? If the killer used plastic water bottles to wash off the blood that splattered onto them, that killer, Mahiru's killer, must be that person. It was Mahiru. All right, let's do it, folks.
You're the only one! Peko. Is it you?
Yes, and then we just cut to cut to the end of the trial.
Hey, what are you being quiet for? They're accusing you of being the killer. Then I should ask you this. Why do you believe I'm the killer?
What if the execution is just like Hiyoko bopping her on the head over and over again until she actually just dies? She gets concussed to death.
I remember when we were all meeting up to go to the beach. Your appearance when you came to the diner.
And now they're about to show us like that panning shot up, right? Yep. Oracle. And once again, they're showing us that she was like tying the knot in her thing.
If the killer really did wash the blood off with water bottles, they'd have to drench their entire body.
Someone needs to lick her to see if she tastes salty like salt water. This taste is the taste of a killer. Giorno Giovanna.
But there were no towels in the beach house, and it would have taken a while for the water to fully air dry. So you said you went swimming so you'd have a cover story.
Don't just stay silent. Say something.
I actually don't know how to swim.
Hold on, you bastard!
Oh.
You saw her at the diner. You never saw her near the beach house, right?
I mean, yeah, but...
So maybe she really was swimming!
Terror would have, yes. This taste. Oh.
No one even saw her swimming.
No. I saw her.
Oh?
Huh?
Wait, after all this time and he said he never noticed anybody.
After I ran into you bastards at the diner, I crossed paths with her on my way home.
Okay.
So there's no doubt. She would have arrived at the diner from the opposite direction of the beach house.
Hold on. That's strange. Didn't you just say this earlier?
Yeah, that's what I was saying. It's just a coincidence I passed by the diner. I didn't pay attention to the beach house. Went straight back to the hotel after I saw you guys.
You told me you didn't see anyone. Don't try to tell me you forgot about that.
What he's about to say, I ain't no snitch.
Not so fast. It's too soon to decide she's a killer. We haven't established how the killer was able to leave the beach house.
Okay, fuck. Here's what I was afraid of.
Now that you mention it, you're right.
The roadside door was blocked. And if it's impossible to leave from the beachside without leaving footprints, then how the fuck did the killer escape?
Why are you all fired up, Fuyuhiko? You're not the suspect. Peko is.
Because it kind of tangentially points back to who killed his sister. And the fact that Peko wasn't a part of the featured characters in there, I think he wants it to be somebody so that he can get vengeance for his sister's murder, right?
Who cares about that? Answer me! If you have an explanation, then show me what you got!
I think the Beatles said it best. She went out through the bathroom window.
We might have an answer.
Huh? Do you really? This mystery seems unsolvable.
It's never stopped me before, bitch.
Well, if Peko is the killer, then I might just have an answer to that mystery.
I see. Then let's hear this alleged method of escaping the beach house.
We have to do a Hangman's Gambit with Chiaki, but everything just says, I think, as it rolls by. I think. Maybe. I think.
First, let's establish how the killer escaped.
Okay. The killer's escape route. Okay, yeah. I thought it was going to make me, because, hold on a second. Because if I look at my truth bullets, don't I have... Oh, wait, no. Killer's escape route was in the game. The broken window. Okay. That's just iron barred window. Okay.
I see. If the roadside and beachside doors aren't an option, the only other thing I can think of is...
I think in my head, I thought that the window in the beach house was the piece of evidence that was titled Killer's Escape Route because I had already, like, decided that in my head.
Well, nothing really. Except that small window in the shower room.
I don't know if that was on purpose, but, like, that music hit came back in, like, right in the pause between nothing really and except that small window. That was kind of sick how that worked out.
Huh. Don't you know how high that window is? There's no way Peko could have reached it.
But what if, for instance, she got help from someone?
She stood on Mahiru's body somehow.
She might have reached it by riding someone's shoulders, but then that person would have been left behind.
Is it possible an object was used? A rope, for instance?
Her sword.
And what happened to the rope after they used it? And don't say something stupid like they threw it outside.
Of course not. That would violate the school trip.
Oh, yeah, shit. I forget that littering is, like, punishable by death, basically, here. Yeah, thanks. Thanks for reminding us.
Littering is prohibited. Even if it might be evidence, rules are still rules.
Yeah.
You see? There's no way they'd be able to escape from that window.
Watch it's not a sword, but a pogo stick inside there somehow.
No, they just have to use an object.
Yeah, and who has an object?
Chiaki, don't fall asleep on us. We just said they couldn't use an object.
You did? I thought you were saying they couldn't dispose of an object.
Yep. Ultimate gamer.
I see. You don't have to throw it away if you can just hide it somewhere on your body.
Huh? Pekka was wearing a swimsuit, remember? Where would she even hide an object?
Y'all dense.
And if you say she hid it in her special place, I'll stab you in yours!
Moving on.
No! Please don't be violent!
Even if the killer used an object to escape out of the window, they wouldn't have been able to get rid of it. So the only thing I can think of is that the killer must have hid it somewhere. If that's the case, focus and think. The object the killer used to escape out the window. Hold on. WOODENSWORD. Okay. Oh, I gotta check the controls here. I think it's wooden sword. Right? Okay. Catch and release is right mouse button. And then shoot, send to keyword is left mouse button. Got it. Is there a speed up? Cursor, special move, Q key. I've never seen that before. Fast forward is control. Okay, got it. Looking for W. Or is it bamboo? Is it bamboo? Bamboo sword. Give me an A. Give me an A. No, that's wrong. I didn't mean to do that. Fuck you. Give me an M. Fuck. Fuck. All right, now I need another W. Fuck. Give me an S. That's an M, not a W. There's my W. Give me an O. I'm keeping that R there. All right. There we go. All right, that went much better.
I got it.
I feel like I did okay that time, right?
Peko, you carry that bamboo sword on your back at all times.
It's just
right?
that is, even when you know the answer, it's so slow to get through.
If I recall correctly, you had it then too.
I still want it to be a pogo stick instead of a sword. Oh, a fourth time, why not?
Despite the...
Oops.
Are you saying she used that bamboo sword to escape through the window?
Just like the Beatles said.
Yeah. Peko used that bamboo sword as a step stool and escaped out the window.
And then she like monkey grabbed it with her feet on the way up, right?
Sword as a step stool? You see? I knew it. I knew it was a ninja. Didn't I tell you? A ninja could have climbed that easily.
Because who else would have a sword but a ninja, right?
Ninjas know a climbing trick where they lean their sword against a wall and use the handguard as a step stool.
Is that real? Is that like a real thing?
Whoa! Just like a Japanese ninja.
she's so taken with it, the idea.
Miss Sonia, ninjas only exist in Japan.
Well,
And in Magic the
it is a
Gathering.
bamboo sword, but I'm sure a slender girl like Peko could easily use it to climb.
Well, Peko, do you have anything to say?
Show us your sword. Oh, okay. Fever time and... Oh, so is this how it speeds up and slows down? Fever time is space key. Tempo will be pushed to its max. You won't miss during fever time either. If your opponent activates Nega Time, your tempo marker will disappear. Okay. If you can't clear it, you can always change the difficulty setting. I'm not going to tell them that. They'll have to redo the class trial for that chapter if they do that. Is this Gundam telling me this? Is Gundam the narrator?
Hold on a sec, you bastard!
Wait, no, it's too late. I'm heading into the panic talk.
You're saying she used her sword as a step stool and went out the fucking window? Then what about the sword? It would have been left in the shower room and she wouldn't have been able to recover it, dumbass!
Fuyuhiko, Why do you even care?
It's his sister.
Shut up! Just shut the fuck up and answer me! If you have an answer, then fucking give it to me! If she used the bamboo sword as a step stool, it would have been left behind!
Oh, so I'm fighting Fuyuhiko on this one. Interesting. Usually it's against the killer. All right, hold on. I need to check my... Left mouse button. Final strike is left mouse button. Fever time is space. Okay.
Got proof, you bastard? That's obviously impossible! Shut up! Shut up! Don't fuck with me!
Shit.
Got proof, you bastard? Shut up! Shut up! Don't fuck with me! Got proof, you bastard? That's obviously impossible! Bastard!
I had to activate my thing to counter his.
Got proof, you bastard? I'll sell your fucking organs!
Did he say I'll sell your fucking organs?
You're pissing me off! Bastard! Shut up! Shut up!
Okay.
If she used the bamboo sword
Bamboo
as a step stool,
sword
it
back.
would have been left This is the end!
Whew. I'll sell your organs. Like, he'll cut out your kidneys and, like, put you in a bathtub full of ice.
If she used her bamboo sword as a step stool, she could have recovered it with her sword back.
Or, you know, Monkey picked it up with her feet, right?
When she leaned her sword against the wall to use as a step stool, she tied her sword back to it.
Of
And
course.
After she climbed up to the window, as long as she hauled the bag up toward her, she would have been able to recover her bamboo sword.
Yo, can we declare this another big fucking Oracle moment for me? I called Byakuya being the first to die and predicted this before any of the evidence. I said Pekka was my #1 candidate as the killer. Can we get some fucking Tallman Oracles in the chat?
I see. Not just the bamboo sword, but even the sword bag, too. She used them both to escape. Akane said she's like a ninja, but it's nothing as silly as that. Simply put, only Peko could have performed this feat. An escape plan befitting of the ultimate swordswoman.
That would have been a lot funnier if she actually used her feet to get it. She's the only one who could have performed this feat.
Even so, how disappointing. If you'd only let me work with you, it would have been an even greater plan.
It might have even included your feet.
No, you just back off.
Is it true? Did you really kill Monkey?
Hold on! You're just making assumptions!
Ibuki is shocked.
You don't have any proof. I won't accept this unless there's proof! Got it, you bastard?
Is it comic book time?
It's fine.
Oh?
Huh?
I said it's fine. Saying anything more would just be an exercise in futility.
Damn. We're not done yet. She admitted it just now, right? She admitted she's Mahiru's killer, right? But is this right? Even though Fuyuhiko was the one arguing with us, Peko just admitted it so freely.
Among flowers, the cherry blossom. Among men, the samurai. I commend your decisiveness, at least. Very well. If you admit it, this ends now. Let's cast our votes.
And he's gonna say, hold on, we need to lay out everything from the beginning.
Agreed. Hurry up and vote.
This is interesting, though. Like, is she just trying to call bluff at this point?
Hold on. Let me confirm one thing first.
Yeah.
Can it wait until after the voting?
Oh, this is all of a sudden making me suspicious.
This is important, and it relates to the voting. It's about Peko's motive.
Okay.
My motive?
Because we know that he said the game is the motive, but she wasn't in the game.
In the end, you had no connection to the events depicted in Twilight Syndrome murder case, right?
Unless she's just like, I won it off the island, and that was my best chance because I played the game and saw I wasn't in it.
Then, why did you kill Mahiru? So it's about that. Let's see. If I must answer that question, I must say it was for the sake of justice.
So here we go. We're digging into it. If Mahiru was...
Justice?
Here we go.
In order to protect the justice of this world.
Oh, whoa, what's that face? That's a new one. Huh?
I do not sully my hands to satisfy personal grudges.
Oh wait, was she sparkling justice?
There is only one reason I kill.
I didn't even think about that.
For the sake of protecting justice.
What are you saying?
So this is like a twisted version of the first game where we do have a serial killer in our group, but they actually did a murder this time.
Justice is what makes humans human. It's a virtue that human beings should be proud of.
Oh, I was totally off on Mahiru being sparkling justice, though.
Justice is the eternal sun and the enduring moon, the protective father and the smiling mother. Hello, Earth to Peko!
So I'm assuming that Mahiru was the one who killed Girl E, right?
If justice ever disappeared from this world...
Because we know that Sato killed Fuyuhiko's sister, and then I think we all assumed that Fuyuhiko killed Sato, but I think it was Mahiru who did it. Because Mahiru is the one who confronted her in the game and said, hey, I took the pictures, I know all about it.
The world would immediately freeze, and people's smiles would vanish. I will not allow that.
It's fine, just stop it.
Justice must always be there to guide us, to shine bright above our heads.
I'm glad that we're getting this talk before everything stops being voiced, because I feel like usually when we go into Killer's motives, it's like after we've done the comic book and everything, most things stop being voiced. Like, think back to Teru Teru. We had that scene with him and his mom that was fully voiced, but everything else I had to do in the shitty Teru Teru voice.
I'm telling you to stop it!
But I'm glad we get a lot of Peko in here, because, you know, she didn't do too much talking throughout most of it.
So I must fight. I must continue to fight to protect justice. This is... Could she be?
Sonya's like, we cannot vote for her!
As the light of justice shines upon my mask, I expose the hearts of malevolent evil.
I like how we're getting the shot from her from behind right here. That's cool. We hardly ever get that.
Justice complete.
Oh, God. I wasn't ready for that. Also, those glowing red eyes fucking look like Judge Doom over here.
The center of justice that is pierced by justice. The lead star of justice that shines in the night sky.
I'm so glad that this is fully voiced.
That would be me. Sparkling justice.
Not the emote in there.
Now then, let's execute justice.
Not the other emote in there.
What?
Yo, he's standing next to her, too.
What the fuck?
Is that the first time we've ever heard him, like, cuss? Usually he's so, like, aloof and, like, kind of nervous, but I've never really heard him, like, swear before.
Peko, what are you doing?
I am sparkling justice. In the name of sparkling, shining justice, I have come to deliver justice.
That emote doesn't even make sense.
What's going on? What's this? Chill.
Peko finally snapped!
I love that she keeps doing the blub 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 blub.
Everyone, please be careful.
Oh, we found a shiny Peko. Quick, grab your Pokeballs.
Sparkling Justice is a serial killer who claims to be an ally of justice. Clad in her various hero masks, she is a serial killer who exclusively targets other criminals.
So what was I talking about? That Peko was the only other one in the library when she was talking about this? She was just standing there like, they don't know that I'm sparkling justice.
She is supposed to be, but, huh?
An ally of justice? So that's why you're wearing a mask. This mask is the dividing line. Just like various idols, the sun is revered because it lies just beyond your grasp.
I can't take her seriously wearing that fucking mask.
Justice should also be the same.
Oh, that's a big one. Shooting a star even?
I don't get it, but this is becoming really crazy.
What? What the heck is this? Peko's the killer? Why? Why is it turning out like this?
This is turning out to be a surprising turn of events.
That's a lot of the word turn. Oh, he fell asleep again.
Hey! Now's
not the time for you to be sleeping. Take a look. It's a killer.
God bless you, Monami.
This again?
Huh? Sleepwalking?
Ooh, like actual sleep talking? Or is he acting?
So what's your answer to my previous question? Why did you kill Mahiru?
Yeah, Monami, like, her delivery is just so bad that it makes it endearing. Like, it's so, like, stilted, and, like, I can tell that they directed her to be that way. It makes me, it's so fun. It's so fun to do her voice because I just, like, say things poorly.
This world must always be bathed in the light of justice. I must not allow even one shadow. Evil must be eliminated immediately.
Angry emote.
No matter what, I must not overlook evil. Evil? Are you saying Mahiru is...
If you knew about that incident, then you must have played the game. Am I right?
And because of that, I was able to find the killer's accomplice hiding on this island like a sewer rat.
Well, that should put Fuyuhiko at ease.
Then, the reason you killed Mahiru was...
To protect justice, of course.
Oh my.
In order to protect justice, I have become its merciless sword and executed justice.
So you killed Justice?
Holy crap! She's such a stereotypical psychopath!
Let's not get into it. You know, last time you dealt with a stereotypical psychopath in the first game, it didn't go too well.
She's so gross!
Peko, is this your true identity?
My true identity? I have already forgotten who I am. It just shows my determination. My determination to protect by throwing away what's most important. I'm willing to become anybody to shower this world with justice.
At least you didn't say... At least you didn't say showering with golden justice.
Oh, I can't stand this anymore! Let's just end this farce already!
For once, he's talking about a farce and not farts. End it? He's right. We need to end this already. The killer. In the end, there's no mistake that it was Peko all along.
Let's go over this incident one more time and then let's end this.
All right. Closing arguments. Okay. Now that I understand this a little bit better. All right, let's pull up the bamboo sword just in case. Sounds, No? Hyoko is still sleeping. Mahiru arrives at the beach house. Killer went inside the surfboard case. Plastic water bottle, then what? No? There we go. All right. Hyoko is still sleeping. I don't think that's one. Unless that's it. What did... Oh, okay. I forgot there's a hint there. What did the killer leave next to the body? Very non-flattering of Hyoko, though. In the closet, Hyoko ran away. Wait, didn't I try this here? To remove the bamboo sword, I must do this. I guess it's something else, but oh well. First one who found the body was... Alright, where should I hide? Okay. Okay. Stock 2. Akane is covered in blood? Alright, Hyoko arrives at the beach house. I know that's one. The first to arrive was... And I know we have what the killer put next to the body. Footprints in the sand. Oh wait, no, that's literally right there. Whoops, I fucked up. Okay, her running away. Yeah, Hiyoko left a big piece of evidence. This is going a lot faster now that I know essentially what to do. The bamboo sword tied to the sword bag. Yep. Hiyoko is put to sleep by the killer. Nope, that's already there. The killer forged 2 letters. No, nope, 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 nope. Hiyoko wakes up. Last one. Mikan arrives at the beach house. Oh, Mikan is the killer. Whoops. What am I missing still? In the closet, Hiyoko ran away. Nope. After Hiyoko ran away. The gummy.
Here's everything that happened in this
All right.
case.
Well, that went better.
The incident began this morning when Mahiru spoke to Hiyoko. Mahiru most likely played Twilight Syndrome murder case, the video game provided to us as the motive.
Hiyoko and those fucking gummies.
She probably wanted to discuss it with someone else who also appeared in the game as a character. Hiyoko accepted Mahiru's invitation, and they promised to have a more detailed conversation about it later. However, someone else overheard their exchange.
That's Hiyoko eating the gummies. Nom nom nom.
The killer eavesdropped on their conversation and used their promise to devise a specific murder plan. By preparing a specific item, they planned to manipulate the two's actions.
Yep.
That item was the letters.
Yo,
They sent
that
fake letters to both Mahiru and Hiyoko.
that shadowy figure over there looking like Gollum almost.
The letter Mahiru received told her to come to the beach house at 2:30 p.m. And the letter Hiyoko received told her to come to the beach house at exactly 2 p.m. By providing different times, the killer was able to lure them to the beach house separately. Hiyoko totally trusted that letter, showed up at the beach house at 2 p.m., just like it said.
And look, the little musical notes above her head, like she was happy to be there to meet with her best friend.
And was drugged into unconsciousness by the killer lying in wait. After putting Hiyoko to sleep, the killer immediately hid her inside the closet,
Where she was very unflattering as she slept.
so they could frame her as the killer later. At 2:30 p.m., Mahiru arrived at the beach house. She was completely unaware that she'd been targeted for murder. Approaching her from behind, the killer struck the defenseless Mahiru with a specific weapon, the metal bat that was left at the scene of the crime.
Yep. Thonk.
The bat was brought down onto the back of Mahiru's head, and with that, she took her last breath.
I like how obviously the killer's going, Grah! But like Mahiru just never turned around like, oh, that's odd. Where's that sound coming from? Bonk.
According to Mikan's autopsy, Mahiru died instantly, so she probably never knew who killed her.
Not that it would have helped. We don't have the ultimate medium or anything. The ultimate spirit medium. Maya Fey isn't on here. To like summon the ghost of Mahiru. Who killed you? Ooh, it was Peko.
With that, the killer achieved their goal of killing Mahiru and began to tamper with the crime scene. They dragged Mahiru's body so that it blocked the door leading to the road.
Ooh, crazy
Also,
looking face right
the
there.
mask found at the scene of the crime was something the killer personally left. I'm not really sure why. My guess is it's something similar to a calling card. That's how the crime scene we discovered was created.
Yep.
However, by moving Mahiru's body, the killer got blood splatter on them.
Also, chat, I just want to note I didn't fail the case today. I failed last time on that terrible logic leap when we were talking about the game, but today I did all right for the most part.
Plus, the shower room had no water because it was out of order, so they couldn't wash it off. But the killer expected something like that to happen. Instead of the shower, the killer used something else to wash the blood off their body. They
Done.
used plastic water bottles that were inside the beach house refrigerator.
Done brand water.
We can assume they carried the bottles to the shower room before the sequence of events had happened.
Ah, my favorite words. Sp and loosh.
In place of showering, they washed the blood off their body with water bottles instead. However, they had no choice but to dispose of the empty bottles in the beach house's trash can.
You know, if she really wanted to not get caught, she would have crammed the water bottles in with her bamboo sword. So she would have been walking around and you would have heard the terrible noise of like 1,000 water bottles just like creaking around in there.
Littering is against the rules, and it would have taken too much time to throw them away somewhere else. After the killer washed off the blood, they hid in a specific spot inside the closet Hiyoko was in. The killer hid inside the surfboard case that they had already emptied beforehand. After some time had passed, the sleeping drug used on Hiyoko wore off, and she woke up.
I will say, in general, they did a really good job on this case of having it be someone who you wouldn't immediately suspect if you were just thinking about the game itself being the motive, right? But can't fool me. Well, they partially fooled me. I thought it was Mahiru who was sparkling justice, who got. And I kind of like my explanation that like she had hit Akane because she found out something about her in the past. But regardless, I got the killer right, and that's what matters.
I can imagine how badly Hiyoko must have panicked when she came out of the closet. I mean, she made plans to see Mahiru, who lay dead right in front of her. From the shock and panic of being considered a murder suspect, Hiyoko fled from the beach house. Because of that, she left footprints in the sand. Everything was a trap set by the killer to frame her.
I like how you heard like footsteps clopping on like concrete there, but it was the sand that she was running in.
After Hiyoko left, the killer finally came out of the surfboard case. And placed a gummy that they brought with them to shift our suspicion toward Hiyoko.
These little onomatopoeias are so good.
Ironically, placing that gummy is what helped clear our suspicion toward Hiyoko. Finally, the killer began preparing to escape from the beach house.
What does that even say? M-M-O-M-M? Yo, that's like some death metal band font right there.
They couldn't risk leaving their footprints in the sand. The small window in the shower room. However, that window is rather high up and can't be reached easily, which is why the killer used...
I like how in this picture, it doesn't look that high up, but in the picture of the actual shower room that they drew and put in the game, the window looks like it's like way up there, way above head height.
The bamboo sword they always carry with them. The killer took the bamboo sword out of its bag, tied the bag to the sword's handle, and used the sword as a step stool to reach the small window while holding the sword bag in their hand.
Honestly, that makes a lot more sense than what I was initially saying.
As long as they're able to reach the window, all they had to do was pull the bag to retrieve the sword. And so the killer left the beach house and appeared before us as if nothing had happened. But their wet hair and swimsuit didn't dry right away. There also weren't any towels at the beach house.
Yep.
So when the killer met up with us, they said they had been swimming for a while as an excuse.
Look at Kazuichi just like posted up right there. Like I can't do it on my chair, but just like with his arm like back there.
So how about it? This is the truth behind the incident you caused. Isn't that right, Pekoyama?
That's quite a picture right there. We did it.
I see.
We beat the second case. And I think this is where I'm going to cut it. So we'll have the execution in the next VOD, as well as whatever wrap-up stuff we have for Chapter 2. I'm assuming we're going to get more details about Fuyuhiko's sister and everything, but this seems like an okay place to cut it here. So check back in the next video for the end to the trial after the actual end here. See ya.